Hi, we continue the laws of Pesach. Now, tomorrow night will be first night of Pesach, so the beginning of the seder. So there are a few things that we have to prepare before the Pesach starts for the seder. So, for example, we need to have matzot, we need to have maror, we need to have karpas. And all these things had to be prepared, and also wine, of course. All these things have to be prepared. Now, how much wine do we need to drink the first night of Pesach, the first night of Seder, or second night of Seder, or for all 4 cups? How much wine do we need? So, halachically, we need to drink 84 grams of wine. 81 grams of wine. We have to drink 81 grams of wine. So this will be like around 2.9 ounces, around 3 ounces wine. You need to have a cup that holds about 3 ounces. And then, so let's say before you make the kiddush, you rinse off the cup. Everyone has their own cup, and you make the kiddush the first night, the first cup, and then afterwards we sit down. Everybody sits down, and they take the cup and they make the brach. After the kiddush, everybody sits down, and they have to drink the wine while leaning on their left side. So leaning on the left has to be, a person has to lean on something. He cannot lean on himself like this. He can't lean on himself. He could lean on the chair, okay, while leaning on the chair, or he could lean on his friend, let's say, or he could lean on the bench, but not on himself. So while drinking wine, he has to lean on the left. Yeah, he drinks the wine while leaning on the left. Both men and women have to lean on their left to drink. When they drink the wine for the first, second, third, and fourth cup, for all 4 cups. If someone, let's say, he forgot to lean, he couldn't lean, or he forgot to lean on his left, and he just drank regularly, halacha is that he has to drink again. He has to drink the whole thing again. He has to drink the cup again. So therefore, before we drink, we have to lean on our left and drink the wine, the cup of wine. So like I said, leaning applies to all 4 cups. All 4 cups have to be leaning. Also, when else do we lean? We'll also lean when we eat matzah. When we eat matzah, by motzi matzah and by korech and afikoman, all these parts, we have to lean on our left when we eat matzah. By shulchan orech, let's say when we eat the meal and we're eating matzah, then you don't have to lean on your left. Okay, how much wine do you have to drink? So if you have a cup that has revi'it, that has 81 grams, which is around 3 ounces, then you have to drink the majority of the cup. You have to drink the majority of the cup. But let's say you have a big cup, very big cup, then you have to drink revi'it, which is 81 grams, or 3 ounces of that, of that big cup. Okay. Now, let's say if a person is lefty. Let's say he's a lefty, and it's hard for him to lean on his left. He still has to lean on his left when he drinks the wine. Let's say by accident he leaned on his right and he drank. He doesn't have to drink again. He's yotze. He's yatsa. He doesn't have to redo it again. Okay, so this is the halacha about the cup, the first cup. Then comes, this is kadesh, then comes urchatz. We wash our hands and we do not make a bracha. Now, why do we wash our hands? Because the next thing that we're going to eat is karpas. Karpas is, you take a celery and you dip celery a small celery, small amount of celery, and you dip it into salt water. Now, halacha is when you eat something that's wet from water, you have to, before you eat it, you have to wash your hands. So therefore, since we're going to eat celery that's dipped into the salty water, therefore we wash our hands in Netilat Yadayim, but we do not make a bracha al Netilat Yadayim. That's why we wash our hands. We do Netilat Yadayim, but we do not make a bracha of al Netilat Yadayim. Then we take the karpas, we take the celery. Like I said, we dip it into the salty water, and we make a bracha borei pri ha'adama. Now, when we make borei pri ha'adama, you have to have in mind, of course, you have to think of maror that will be eaten much later. Now, this is kadesh, urchatz, karpas. Then comes yachatz. Yachatz is you have 3 matzot next to you. You take the middle matzah and you break it into half. Okay, you hide the bigger piece, and the smaller piece you put it together with other 2 matzot. And then starts magid. Magid is, you tell over the whole story of Manishtana, of Yetziat Mitzrayim. You read the Haggadah from A to Z. You try to explain, we should understand. It's not just a prayer. Haggadah is not a prayer. It's something that we have to understand when we're reading, and a person, of course, has to prepare for Haggadah. Now, when we read the Haggadah, we should prepare our second cup, and we should say the Haggadah on the second cup. Now, in the middle of Haggadah, there is a part when we spill the wine. Now, when you spill the wine, you should take a plastic cup and spill that wine onto the plastic cup. When we mention the 10 punishments, like dam, tzvardeya, kinim, arov, you take this cup and you pour it into the other cup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. And then you spill out, you take that plastic cup with wine and you spill it out, and you throw away the plastic cup, and you fill up your cup, and you continue saying the Haggadah. And then we say the second cup at the end of the Magid. We say a blessing. We say Hallel, of course, and then we say the blessing, Baruch Ata Hashem Ga'al Israel, and we drink the second cup while leaning on the left, and we do not make a bracha of Borei Pri Hagefen. Sephardi Jews only make Borei Pri Hagefen on 4 cups, on the first and the third cup. Second and fourth cup, we do not make a bracha. After Magid, we wash our hands again. We wash our hands, and this time we do make a bracha al Netilat Yadayim. Then we take the matzah, and we make on the matzah, we take 2.5 matzot that we have next to us, and we make a blessing, Baruch Ata Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Okay, and then you put down the bottom matzah, and you hold 1.5 matzah, and you make a bracha al achilat matzah. Baruch Ata Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu tzedakah v'sivanu al achilat matzah. Then you break off 2 kazait, which is 54 grams, and you eat while leaning on your left. Now, of course, you should take the one who's making a bracha. You should take a piece, eat it, and then give out to others, and they should also have 54 grams of matzah. If it's hard for them to have 54 grams, it's enough to have kazai 27 grams of matzah. Now, you'll ask me, how do I know if it's 27 grams, if it's 54 grams? So I would advise, I would advise you to take like weights. You see, this is weights that they sell. They sell these weights. You put it down, and then you have zip bags, Ziploc bags, and you prepare before Pesach. You put the matzah on the weights, and you prepare 27 grams of matzah, and you put it in the Ziploc, and like this, each one will know what is kazait, how much is kazait, and it will be much easier. Then you don't have to guess, you don't have to sit and guess how much did I eat, did I eat enough, didn't eat enough. Like this, it will be much easier if you put into the Ziploc bags, and before Pesach, you measure it, you weigh it, and then like this, the whole thing will be much smoothly, and you don't have to overeat, and you're going to eat enough. A person, of course, like I said, for motzi matzah, you should try to eat 54 grams of matzah. L'chatchila, if it's hard for a person to eat 54 grams, he could eat 27 grams of matzah while leaning on his left. Okay, you're going to lean, and you should eat the matzah between 4 to 7 minutes. From 4 to 7 minutes, which means you should try to eat fast. It's not a time to socialize. It's not a time to to slow down. No, you eat as fast as you can, and of course you have to be careful not to choke. And you're going to eat as much as fast as you can, 4 to 7 minutes. Like I said, the best to eat 54 grams. If not, b'te'ava 27 grams is also enough. Afterwards, we eat maror. What is maror? Maror, you use romaine lettuce. For romaine lettuce, we have to be very careful to buy clean romaine lettuce. It's hard, when you buy romaine lettuce from the store, they have a lot of bugs, and it's, if a person doesn't know how to clean them, it's very difficult. Therefore, they sell in kosher stores, they sell clean romaine lettuce. So you should buy the clean romaine lettuce, and okay, again, also you should, before holiday, before Pesach, you should measure it, you should weigh it, okay, to see how much it will be, 27 grams, and put it in a Ziploc bag. And like this, it will be much easier for you. You will know how much is 27 grams, and you're going to take that maror, romaine lettuce, and dip it into charoset. Charoset, every family has its own minhag to make charoset. Charoset is usually a mixture of some use ground raisins with nuts. Some use dates, ground dates with nuts, and you dip it in, and you shake it off a little bit, yeah, and you make a blessing. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al achilat maror, and you do not lean on your left, and you eat it straight. After maror, we eat korech. Now, what is korech? Again, you take 27 gram matzah, and you take 27 gram maror, okay? You put it together, and you lean it on your left, and you eat maror together with matzah. This is called korech. After korech, you start your meal, shulchan orech, okay? We start the meal. After we finish eating our meal, holiday meal, now a person should not fill up too much. Why? Because after the meal he has to eat afikoman, the matzah that he hid, that was put away. Okay, that matzah, he takes that matzah and he gives it out for others, and everybody has to try to eat again another 54 grams of matzah. If it's too hard to eat 54 grams of matzah, at least they should eat 27 grams of matzah while leaning on the left. Okay, a person should try to eat. Now, afikoman should be eaten before chatzot, before Jewish midnight. This year it will be like around 12:50 something, but it's like around 12:50. We should try to finish our afikoman. Like I said, we lean on the left. After we finish eating afikoman, we cannot eat dessert. So dessert you should eat before afikoman. Afikoman should be the last thing before birkat hamazon. We eat afikoman. After we finish afikoman, we say birkat hamazon. Now, before we say birkat hamazon, we fill up the cups for the third cup. We hold the third cup. We say birkat hamazon. After birkat hamazon, we say Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam borei pri hagefen. You lean on your left and you drink you drink the third cup. After we finish Birkat Mazon and we finish the third cup, we say Hallel. Now, Hallel, you fill up the fourth cup and you start saying Hallel. You say the whole Hallel on the fourth cup. After we finish the Hallel, of course, a person should say Hallel with a lot of enthusiasm, with happiness, we should be thanking Hashem for the great thing that Hashem did for us by saving us. And then after we finish saying Hallel, we finish off the blessing, and we lean on our left side and we drink the fourth cup. Now, when we drink the fourth cup, if person did not drink enough wine, let's say on the third cup, he drank most of the cup, he did not drink 81 grams of wine, on the fourth cup, he should try to drink 81 grams of wine. He should lean on the left and drink the whole cup. What's the reason? The reason is because we should try to say bracha achrona. After the last one, we'll try to say bracha achrona, and bracha achrona could be said only when you drink the whole cup. Okay. After the fourth cup, we say nirtza. We sing different types of songs, praising Hashem and saying thank you to Hashem. Now, one more thing. One more thing that I left out. When we drink the cup, it should be drank at once, in one shot. Maximum, it should be done with one stop. Yeah, you drank, then you stop, and then you drank, and then that's it. Like with the second shot, you finish everything. But lechatchila, it should be done with one shot. You should drink 81 grams of wine, or the majority of 81 grams. I wish everyone Chag Sameach. We should have wonderful and happy Pesach.